Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bill Wick here. Just doing a little gardening today before I head downtown. Um, I wanted to talk today about setting boundaries and how, a lot of people have these ideas that spiritual people don't say the word fuck, or, uh, they don't get angry and they don't actually protect themselves. They just kind of let people shit on them and then love them. Oh, it's okay, unconditionally. And the fact is that if you're allowing people to cross boundaries, then you are not loving yourself. You're allowing yourself and the highest good for you to be stepped on by another human being. You're allowing boundaries to be infringed on, and essentially you're enabling yourself to be a spiritual victim in a way. So my take on the scenario is, if someone crosses a boundary of yours, especially if it's severe, if it's something that is blatant and it causes a major disruption of peace of mind and anything like that, then my suggestion would be to stand your ground. And a lot of times, you can't stand your ground and say, oh, well, I'm really upset that you did that to me, my friend, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't do that anymore. When certain things are blatant and they activate something in you, let the anger come out, let your humanity come out, and assert yourself that what happened is not okay. That's very important, especially, today, with the energies that are going on, with the situations that are going on. It is kind of becoming more and more polarized. And what I mean by that is that negative energy and positive energy are becoming more separated. People are either descending, they're going down into mediocrity and into illusion and delusions. They're going down into the negativity, or they're moving up and they're growing and they're changing, because it's impossible to resist change in a way. It's either we can shut down, put up walls, and become completely blind to reality, or we can look at our own darknesses, our own problems, our own assets, our own beauties, and begin to get to know ourselves so we can sustain higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of joy, so that we can keep up with this ridiculously fast and powerful change that's going on in the world today. Because it is moving fast. And it really is, like I like to say, the analogy, it's like two trains are moving away from each other. And what I mean by that is, set your boundaries. If somebody crosses them, don't feel guilt and shame. Don't fall into their little paradigm of you can't say fuck, or you can't say this, or you can't get angry and express your own power. Because in reality, if you're falling into that fear-based doctrine, well, oh, if I'm spiritual, I can't cuss, I can't assert myself, I don't have a right to protect who I am as a human being, as a spiritual being, to protect all of the creations that have been very positive over the years, then that's just insane, in my opinion. Now, fuck is not a mandatory word to be said. It doesn't matter how you go about it. The whole point that I'm making is that when you assert your boundaries, do it from the heart. Do it with the passion that burns inside you. It usually comes from anger, and it comes from protecting yourself, We're not doormats today. Spiritual people do not have a doctrine or a rule book to follow. The fact is that this is a beautiful thing. When you can love yourself enough to set a boundary, to tell someone it's not okay, and if you get angry, you go overboard, then you make amends, you apologize, you make it right, and you move on without any guilt or shame, because we are human beings too, So hop on that train moving towards change. I know it's extremely painful. This process, I feel like, is not supposed to be blissful all the time. There are many parts that are, but there are also parts that are extremely emotional. A lot of turmoil comes up. A lot of things, it's like a giant spotlight is being shown on you, and this spotlight reveals any little nook and cranny that holds darkness, that holds resentments, that holds shame, that holds guilt, and it brings it right up for everybody to see, right up on the surface for you to address, to acknowledge, to love, to bless, and to release, so that you can let go of that darkness, so that you don't have to be afraid of it anymore. But it does cause some uproar, you know, because if we don't choose to use proactive change in our life, which I definitely don't do it perfectly, and so a lot of times issues of mine come up and they're really nasty. I don't like to look at it. You know, there are certain defects of mine that have come up that I've had to address, and the beautiful thing is that today I can address it quickly. I don't have to sit in shame. I can love and embrace my humanity, and then I can release it. You know, I can give it up to God or my higher power or prana or the trees or chi or whatever it is that you choose to surrender it to, a positive, loving force of energy. So I hope that helps some of you guys. That's kind of my take for the day. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And I also want to say that having fun in the midst of some of this chaos is really, really powerful, and it's therapeutic. As long as you're not running away from anything and you're able to have some fun, to not take yourself so seriously, to realize that a lot of this stuff that comes up or that activates you may actually be somewhat funny if you can look at it at a certain angle, you know. And also, you know, love the people around you. You know, even if you lash out and you hurt them, make amends and love them. You know, because resentments are not serving us well these days. They're very difficult to hold on to without getting sick. They're almost toxic. So just release it, allow yourself to forgive, see the beauty in it, love yourself, strap on your straps because we're going on a big roller coaster ride in the next few months. Love you guys. Peace.